Even when I'm not pausing the game said pause. Full things. But anyway, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Outer Worlds. You know what happened last time?
Say, all that screaming
We
and
were
ranting
walking
about
around
this
people's
tonight was never
houses.
on the move.
Who the fuck you?
Can I help you? Don't think we've spoken before. I would remember. You look, well, I wouldn't forget what you're wearing, no.
I won't lie, I mean, I'm wearing a lot of armor myself. But anyway, that time over here, we talked to a butcher who's also a cannibal. Even though he says he's not, most likely he eats the bodies. We've convinced him to work with our partner. We got paid. We got upgrade. We killed some Manson Queens. That's mostly what you need though. We'll still do some more side missions if you're wanting. Next episode, we do a main quest. But we did join ourselves.
Most of the freshies spend their first night in the saloon. Fresh to Fallbrook, I mean. Me? I've been here going on 3 days now. I'm real friendly. Figure I've talked up everyone in town by now. But not you yet. Every day I've been here has been my lucky day. Never won so much in my whole life. Aside from a close call during my wilderness hike, it's been a grand adventure. I'm dreadful blessed that Captain Criley hired me onto the crew. You heard that right. Wilderness almost got me pushing up daisies. If I wasn't so fleet-footed, I never would have escaped them Raptidons, then Marauders, and then that Manta Queen alive. To outrun him, I had to ditch my bag. All the bit cards from my winnings were weighing it down. A shame, cause it was my favorite gun tote. Ah, you wouldn't have heard of them. They're just a small pot of smugglers. Kept getting their spoils stolen when they went to fence them. So they hired on a merc. They didn't mind my being so talkative, or them being my first protection gig.
Duh.
Captain Criley, he does ask me to shut it sometimes. In fact, I probably shouldn't be flapping my gums about his crew at all. Well, Captain Criley wanted to take a pit stop. I'm the hired security, see? They pay me to guard the cargo, but right now the hull's empty. It's my first shore leave with the crew, and my maiden voyage before that. I can tell you it's been a real hoot.
Okay.
Captain warned us to take care around Devil's Peak. The bigger beasties tend to roam the slopes there. Mid-morning, I thought I'd try Fallbrook's self-guided wilderness hike, the one that leads up around the mountain. Safe enough, else they wouldn't advertise, right? Wrong.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Scarcely made it back in one piece. Right then. Very well.
I thought she would hide me and go find her bag. Well, we got enough things to do away. First, I need to take out the armor. Just ain't anything good. What shall we give today? And you got even less. Yeah. I'm gonna bulk him down yet. And luckily he made something to upgrade. Where's the dagger? Wait. Oh, why you simp? That's yours, not mine. Oh, good. No, I can actually upgrade the weapons, though I wasn't really hoping to. Wanted to. I mean, wait, one day, but
No rubbernecking. Make a box.
I feel like a hoodwink.
You bloody it, you.
Yeah. Don't care. What do you got? I'm looking for a new weapon. A melee weapon. One 26 versus 28. I'd like to look at this weapon.
I offer high quality. Few.
Don't tell me again. I don't like being told multiple times. It gets me mad. And you don't like me when I'm angry. That's not that. Interesting.
No
I see.
refunds, no exchanges.
So in case I want to modify my revolver. A new revolver I just got. A knife, which I'm keeping for myself, not for any of these guys. Yeah, go on. But I unknowingly upgraded for you, so you're welcome for that. Alright, now we got that done. On that, and also about you can tell from the title of this episode, we're gonna be naming this plan going to the different one, the one that my friend. Yeah, my friend Leo said, I believe it's the one on the asteroid, if I remember correctly. Yep. Hey, if I spend weeks as an uncle in my wall, a knife here or a dagger, I'm damn well sure I'm gonna use it. Yeah, definitely ugly, my god. Yeah, next time we get a perk, I'm gonna increase walking speed. Now we gotta see a guy a wheel move all over here.
Run with me to Stella Bay.
Did you find them? Tell me you found my my sprat carriers. Would hate should anything dire have befallen them. Just tell me straight and don't hold back. I can handle it. Sprats can always be replaced. Excellent. Oh, this is only half! Are you think you can steal from me?
Just me.
Ow! Damn it, that hurt like the blazes. Okay, all right. You didn't take it. But someone did.
Don't talk back to me.
Search Fallbrook. Either half the Sprats got loose on their own, or there'll be some evidence pointing to the soon-to-be-dead snake who filched my carriers. You want your cut? You get me the rest of my drugs, no matter what it takes.
So go around asking what happened to the drugs. Hey,
Booze like
where's the
this, I'll
drugs?
thank you to check
Oh wait. Where are the drugs? Yeah, we're doing the Batman Begins version of this. Where are the drugs?
Oh, I beg your pardon. Can you not see I'm walking here?
What the hell? What the hell's going on with your lip?
Physically, you mean? In my mind, I have traveled galaxies. Well, it is of no consequence, I assure you. I shall embark shortly with my legs. I'm not entirely decided. If I'm being honest, I think I'd fancy a visit to Tartarus. so long as it's under the shield of my fantastical imagination.
Thomas, you mean the place in Give Velocity then?
What are you looking at?
I'm looking for the dogs. Where are the dogs? Where are the dogs? Yeah, you mow that pawn Batman begin when Batman asks, where are the dogs?
Miss Minnie Malin, get your twitchy whiskers back here! Don't you run out that door! It's a cruel world outside! Close the damn door. You'll let my sprats out.
What the fuck?
Damn it all. Now look what you've done. It'll take me ages to round him up again. State your purpose, or get out of my face, domicile intruder. Missing? Nope. Nope. Mine are all found and accounted for. Thank you kindly. Now if that'll be all, I've got an animal rescue service to oversee, and it ain't easy. Lots to do. Got a multitude of sprats to spay and feed.
Oh boy.
Day in, day out, they ran their little route, getting picked off along the way. What was I to do, turn a blind eye? Malin's an animal lover. She won't hold my actions against me. Look, I don't care if Nilsson sent you or not. You won't be hurting a hair on any of these sprats' heads. I've killed vicious beasts for them. I ain't afraid to take on a human. Back out of this domicile, hands up, or become sprat food, intruder.
Okay, that's a sound we thought was in on the background here.
You want to dig through sprat droppings? Be my guest. Get your drugs, then get lost.
God. Ugh, I don't get paid enough for this.
If you would please leave me and my fur babies be. I think you've given them enough anxiety for one day. I'll just look. They're trembling.
Alright. Come on, people. Out of home. Ugh. Yeah, my pay will be double for this.
Got the goods? Because I know you wouldn't be wasting my time otherwise.
You want me to punch again? Yeah, no punch, I'm good.
Ow! What was that for?
Because I felt like, you know, I dare you. No reason.
You're nuttier than Miss Malin. Cripes. Remind me never to cross you.
Good.
Though, you put that mean right hook to good use getting my drugs, and I'll be more than happy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's yes, why?
You do? I mean, you do! Of course you do! What did I tell you? Sure fire delivery system. Works almost every time.
Yes. That's great.
Sure, Sure, they're raptidon fodder and suffer the occasional overdose when a container dissolves and their stomach acid. Wait, what do you mean rescued them? That deranged piece of sprat shit! If Bertrand ain't already dead, he's about to be. I owe you for bringing this breach in security to my attention.
Oh.
As promised, you're cut, plus a little extra to show my gratitude. Now, if there's nothing else you need from me, I must go inventory my goods. Hit me. I won't even hit back. Officially, I keep the books for Miss Malin, provide loans to the Byzantium Goldblood. Speaking of... a shrewd decision. Here's your starter pack and your drink voucher. Sure it is. Wink.
I didn't want get the person who have the bugs. Not the bugs. The tiny mice ratchet things. What the fuck the things called? The tiny little creatures. I don't want that guy to get in trouble. I like that guy. I want to punch this guy. Punch the dog too. You know, tell him, hey, Pandy, your dogs are gone. But I'm gonna probably keep looking, I'll assume I took them.
If you would please leave me my emergency. I'll just look. I'm trembling.
You seen Arthur today?
Last time. Got the goods? Ow! What was that for?
Just because I felt like it.
You're nuttier than Miss Malin. Cripes. Remind me never to cross you. Though, you put that mean right hook to good use getting my drugs, and I'll be more than happy. You do? I mean, you do! Of course. Right. In my excitement, I very nearly forgot. Ha ha. As promised, you're cut, plus a little extra to show my gratitude. Now, if there's nothing else you need from me, I must go inventory my goods. Hit me. I won't even hit back.
Oh, you asked for it.
Officially, I keep the books for Miss Malin, provide loans to the Byzantium Goldbloods for gaming, and oversee our drug-running operations. Speaking of, might I interest you in a purchase? I'll give you a first-time discount. That's 5% off and a free drink at the Antioch. You're welcome. A shrewd decision. Here's your starter pack and your drink voucher. Sure it is. Wink.
Or anything else we could do here. Now we'll get back down. Seeing how life's going. One home screen to another one. Always lovely. Always great. Oh, where we go? Always kill
If I
people.
never smell another Wrapped, it'll be too soon.
Weren't you a Sawbones? Figured you ought to have smelled worse.
Sure, but those things reek like bad cologne. It's different.
I'm with you there. At least humans have the courtesy to wait a while before their bodies start to stink.
Watch your step.
Most of them.
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir. Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today? Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid. Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really.
You're in love with him, aren't you?
So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else. Sort of the strong, silent type. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff. And some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell. I couldn't. What if he says no? Hey, maybe you could ask him for me. I mean, a no would still be bad, but it won't be quite as embarrassing if you ask. Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work. He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet intensity, you know? Like there's stuff going on inside his head that you have no idea about. Plus, he's got great legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercises.
Good to have standards, I guess.
I know what I'm looking for.
Good to you.
You think that's what I'm looking for? You're funny. Not in Stellar Bay. Everyone else who isn't taken either smells like salt tuna or they're my boss. Besides, a man with a good smile and a proportionate upper to lower body ratio isn't something to pass up. Sorry, sometimes I get carried away.
Hey, it's fine with me.
Have you talked to Sebastian yet? What did he say?
Oh, I didn't ask that. Yeah.
You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse. But I'll warn you, Grim wore her patience thin a long time ago.
Well, new business turns up at last.
Oh,
Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
The loins? You mean the loins or the loins?
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
I don't like the way this is going. Oh. No. You have a meeting with me. No, you have a meeting with me. I don't have a meeting with you. You have a meeting with me. I gotta sound like a big ass. I wanna see what happens. Yeah, I know. I wanna say it again. It might not go on quite well, but fuck, I wanna see what happens.
Oh, I knew the sweet smells of profits. Now, what?
No! I wanna go. I wanna ask him. You have a meeting with me, no? I mean with you. You have a meeting with me. God damn it! God, escape.
A charming notion. One doesn't meet many free spirits in Halcyon. Not outside Tartarus prison, anyway. Forgive me, I'd be positively enraptured. Only, I take it this means you aren't here for Saltuna. Oh, a shame.
I don't want to piss him off.
I'd been saving a bottle of iceberg-aged whiskey for an occasion like this.
No, next time.
I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board. Surviving alone isn't as easy as it looks. Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now.
So-called is right. We've got our hazards, but we're still here, damn it. The board took off without so much as a thought for the folks left behind.
And now you don't have to play by their rules. Sounds like a deal to me.
Agreed.
We've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
Exactly what I would have said, if I'd been paying attention.
I can tell your iconoclast friends have left their mark on you.
Freedom always sounds nice, doesn't it? It makes a rather pretty slogan. But if you sit down and tally up the costs, how you provide for yourself in the absence of aid, how you protect yourself from a hostile galaxy, it starts to lose its shine.
Ah.
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
A lot of good that'll do. They'll just find another reason to turn tail and abandon you.
Not if we secure the proper safeguards first.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
Okay.
Not long, but the devil is always in the details. And the salient detail here is a Bolt 52 cartridge. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
That could be useful.
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
Never realized fighting the bureaucracy could be this interesting.
It is quite the rush. In the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in, these days it's overrun with marauders and raptidons. Do be careful. I've lost more than a few people to marauders and raptidons out there. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
I don't know about that.
What can I do for you? You think we're the problem? Have you even heard the nonsense Graham is spewing? It isn't easy keeping a town like Stellar Bay afloat, especially without the board's backing. We need that frequency to reach our trading partners. Indeed. That's why it's imperative that MSI be reinstated onto the board. And the first step is getting the Bolt 52. Then it's good that I keep such meticulous notes. I've asked myself the same thing many times, especially seeing as the legal mechanisms we employed were part of the board's own bylaws. It's true, the board has treated us unfairly, but I'd always envisioned things could be different. For many years, this planet was home to as many corporations as Terra 2. Back then, it was known as Terra 1. Really? I always thought they were refreshingly straightforward names. After all, the whole point of terraforming was to make them Earth-like.
Here, though, the results were mixed.
That ain't fair. They didn't leave on account of the hazards. They left on account of their cowardice. The hazards just gave them a reason to put to paper.
Sharp as ever, Nyoka. And as the other corporations began to tally their losses, they decided to pull out. Our leadership at the time certainly wanted to. But there were others of us who saw an opportunity. The chance to improve working hours and conditions, to reform MSI from the ground up. Ah, so you've heard about our prior acquaintance. As far as I'm concerned, the less said about Graham, the better. Graham seemed like a reasonable man years ago. We both agreed that MSI's treatment of its workers was untenable. I thought reforms would be enough. I didn't realize you wanted to abolish the corporate system entirely. Why wouldn't anyone? They own nearly all the resources and infrastructure in Halcyon.
Yeah, that'd go a long way toward rebuilding our homes.
If you can't beat him, might as well join him and reach into their pockets.
To be
Good
on the
point.
board is to be part of the colonial community. And being cut off means slow strangulation. I'm not a man to put pride before progress. If membership on the board can ease our hardships and provide us with opportunities, then that's the path I mean to pursue.
I mean, that's a good point.
Besides, I'm hopeful that additional leverage on our part will allow us a more equitable relationship.
Don't get ahead of yourself, sir.
Yes, it'll be easier to explain once we have the Bolt 52. My hope is to maintain the reforms we've managed here, and who knows? Perhaps once we're restored, we could spread them to other corporations. What can I do for you? I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff? Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you?
I just want to be nice to the guy.
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
Hey, Velma, I got your caffeinoid pills.
You're a lifesaver. Hope Abigail didn't give you a hard time.
Just the usual. Any word on Braxton?
Nothing. Don't know how much longer I can cover for him either. Give me those pills, will you?
Here you go. You know, you might consider a real night's sleep instead.
Alright.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry. Well, if you're that friendly about it, then you definitely aren't one of Catherine's Sublight toughs. My mistake. I hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing. Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess. We're not keen on rules for rules' sake around here. Means Braxton skips work sometimes, but it also means no company boss is telling me when I can take a shit. Since you don't seem to be constrained yourself, maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartments. Tell
what's
him
fun?
Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra drugs he's been taking from Supply. Something else on your mind? This again? I swear, this is the last time I contract for any special requests. You can tell Grimm his poster came in. You can also tell him I got a better offer for it. So now it's going to Nell. That about cover it?
Who's that?
She runs the betting parlor across the way. Nice professional lady. She asked me about the poster once. Just once. Made a real generous offer, too. I don't have time for Grimm, even when I'm not working doubles. No. I paid Sublight for it, so it's mine. And when Nell pays me for it, it'll be hers. Grimm may have asked for the poster, but it's not his until I take his money. Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering. Sure. And once you finish helping me, then we can talk about the poster. Fine by me. Caleb Herrick runs the autoloader operators. He thinks I don't pay them enough for flipping switches and turning dials. He and his whole crew walked out. Say they won't come back unless I pay them more. Because we've got a budget, all right? And in case you haven't noticed, MSI doesn't exactly have a lot of spare bits on hand. You mind slapping him around a little while you're at it? I'm joking. Mostly. Unless you can do it without hurting his job performance. If you can find a way to get him back to work, I'll make it worth your while. Check the yacht club. He's usually there. Stealing's such a nasty word. Let's call it skimming. And yeah, let's just say I've noticed the sterile biotics we use for the fish would get used a little faster on Braxton shifts. We're not like those corporate towns where you get fined for sleeping on the wrong side of the bed. Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. And Braxton knows how to get the salt tuna, fat and mostly tumor-free.
So he's got a job, but he uses the drugs for himself more often. Well, as you wish. Get your 2 jobs done for you. And for me, I happen to know what a yacht club is.
New face, huh? You from Off-World? A ship captain? Well, I'll be. Here, let me buy you a drink. Consider it an MSI welcome. Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell and revel with us? Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. We're untethered. Free responsibility and worldly cares. Well, as long as we don't run out of bits. But until the windfall's gone, we're riding high. See, we just walked out on our work. Had enough, we did. So now we're striking. Why, thank you. Our supervisor, Velma, goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. But that ain't what Sanjar promised us. Velma refuses to negotiate, so we're refusing to work. We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch, we're free from the board, you know? We have the right to lobby for better hours and pay. Sure thing. What did you want to discuss? If I knew that, I'd have tried it. Talking reasonably got me nowhere. Maybe you'll fare better. The others wanted to blackmail her, but we're above that. Besides, them are just rumors. We got no proof they're true.
Ah.
I would never endorse such an untoward tactic, you know, but, well, there's rumors that Velma's taking a cut off the profits. So far it's just gossip, you know, but if there was any proof to be had, it'd be in the Saltuna warehouse, I reckon.
So I'll backman the person who I work to. This man right off the roof. Well, that can't be normal.
You don't look like Sublight. Must be freelance.
Indeed.
Whatever you do, don't mention tossball to Isaac. He'll never... You got me stuck in an hour-long...
You startled me. Don't sneak up on a person like that, huh? Jumpy? Who's Jumpy? I'm not Jumpy. Braxton. I've never even heard of a Braxton. Got nothing for you, sorry.
Dilated pupils, anxious posture, muscle spasms. She's high on some quality stuff.
No! Okay, maybe, just a little... Braxton always has a good stash, and I just like to let loose a little. Stop thinking about the Marauders and the Raptidons outside.
So he's here for you, then.
Oh, damn. He told me he was delivering to this house in the ruins south of town. Whole family had fallen sick, and he had some meds on hand. So maybe look for him there?
I'll be straight with you. Folk who disappear in the wilderness generally aren't able to come back. Don't get your hopes up.
I got a bad feeling he might be dead. If he is, send a heal because thought he was a drug junkie. Only to find out that oh no, he's actually just some guy trying to help other people.
Good old Stellar Bay. Only place on the planet that don't stink of sulfur. On account of it stinking like fish instead.
Am I the only one getting hungry?
Yeah, I gotta get into this revolver. Gonna take some time, but hopefully it does more damage than the way one.
Careful. Only things you'll find in the ruins are liable to shoot you or eat you. Or both. Here we go!
Ow, 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 ow.
Someone else will clean this up, right?
Well, that's no good. And also no good. We can go in. That's no good too. Nothing got a little inside house. So if this house gonna be massive or I assume that there's something going on in the house. It is not bigger than Winsley thought.
A visitor? What an unexpected surprise! Please, come in. Come in.
I'm getting real bad fight or flight right now. Watch your step. People ain't this friendly outside city walls.
In my experience, any stranger this friendly either wants to rob and airlock you or sell you something.
Nonsense. Out here in the wilderness, we welcome all who come to our door. Now come in, make yourselves comfortable.
Yeah, I'm getting vibes from Fallout 3. Even in Fallout 3, how there's this one town, you know, friendly, everyone likes you. They treat you to say, hey, welcome to the best neighborhood in the country. Anyone who says otherwise, I punch them. And also, anyone who doesn't believe family is first, that man needs to be hit with a stick. Everyone loves that neighborhood, except for the old man who lives there who say, One no come no stay at midnight. Evil things are evil. Yeah, that town's full of cannibals.
I'm afraid we don't get many visitors out here. The Raptidons and Marauders scare off all but the boldest. And if you've braved them, you must be exhausted. Why don't you stay for dinner? I'm sure I would remember something like that.
You're lying.
Quit fretting yourself about that. Make yourself at home. Dinner's almost ready.
It's gonna be
Something
Braxton.
ain't right about this.
I don't like this.
Oh, hello there. You come for
Something like what?
dinner?
Something smell foul here. This house smells foul. I would get calling this episode a walk in space. A big walk. Because I should name this episode Missy. Because now I want to solve some Missies here. Why do they want so fast with dinner?
Are you sure? Because someone came for dinner yesterday. Or a week ago. Wasn't that you? Maybe not.
What
It just gets hard to remember things. I recall moments, feelings, but the details slip. Other times it's like there's fog. Sorry, have we talked about this before? That's nice of you. I usually feel better after I eat. Mama said dinner's almost ready, huh?
So all your pets.
Nice to meet you. Wait, did I already say that?
What a pleasant surprise.
I know camels.
Just when I was beginning to fear we'd seen the last of good company for a spell.
Yeah,
Yet
that's my guess.
The Eternal provides, does it not?
The camels. I think both my companions right. The camels here. I don't like this. This is foul.
The Eternal does not desire that we huddle and hide, crowded in by walls. We all share the spark of the divine, and we were made to spread it across the stars. Out here, we are free. And even apart from society, the universe provides for us, as your being here proves. Just that your presence here is a gift to us, and one that we don't take for granted. Look at me, prattling on as if this gravy is going to cook itself. Why don't you run along until we are ready for dinner? I hope you favor ketchup and woolly cheddar. We have to make do with what we can find.
Oh, hi there. Did you come to bring us more of those rocket candies?
Jugs.
That's wonderful. There was this other man who used to bring them. Not anymore, though.
What's his name? Braxton?
I don't know. I'm not really supposed to talk to strangers. Mama and Papa said he came from the city. When we got sick one time, he brought those candies to make us well again. And they worked. Now we feel better than ever. Mama says they're a gift from the Eternal. He said they were making us sick. Mom and Papa got real mad at him for that.
Some kind of off-brand drug, maybe? Wouldn't be the first or the worst.
They went to have a talk.
Perhaps they would like this.
Afterwards,
Maybe depends his
they said he
grievance.
wasn't coming back again. Okay. Maybe I'll see you at dinner.
Think they'll notice if we slip out first?
Might need to jump to the windows.
Hey, what are you doing in my room? Liar! You're trying to steal the last of my rocket candies, aren't you?
No.
The ones that come in a bottle with a rocket ship on it. Like the other man used to bring.
Pulled down the private did not weed. Sunrise, the sun crest the horizon, as round, soft and warm as the number of the crystal pig. The day is fresh and alive with possibilities. Trees, ever red and wise from the ground, grow to intelligent in the daylight. They remind me that life can go, even here amongst the dust. Sky, marking one grew long and dark, like one that eats the sky. I try and think of weird and inside it, but something dark swells them too. Hunger. Then the aches in my stomach. Hurts all the time. Feel me sick. Wanna make me sick. Always hungry. Feel like I can't think. This is you can no champion right now. Hang on. I gotta see if I can use that one. If I use one. Okay, we're gonna save game. Mostly because I don't know which door I should open. I've already, if I open one, I won't be able to open the other one. What puzzle we got here? With that door, no one knows. Come on, get in here.
I've seen and made my share of corpses, but this is downright unsettling.
These sulfur-sodden assholes. Ain't enough that the raps eat everyone? Now people are doing it too?
Yeah. She's not down to you. I don't like this. Uh-oh.
But what's this? You're tracking blood into the kitchen. Oh dear. You've been nosy, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
How very rude.
Whoa.
Time to teach you some manners.
The drop on
Gotta admit, killing them felt real good.
Ain't deserve to die so clean.
Well, things happen. Damn, I could have just took it off of her and, you know, instead of making it into homes. Well, Missy solved. I actually kind of like that quest. Once again, it reminded me of Fall 3 with that one quest in the cat. Well, actually, it wasn't a quest. It was just something that they just run into, and the game would tell you can investigate. It's up to you, the player, to figure out what's going on. The game is not forcing you to figure it out. It's just something you can do. Yeah, no one. I gotta call this episode Murders and Mysteries. Yeah, to upload this, yeah, boom. I'm going in and change the name. Because now I want to investigate things. Me and my crime unit. My legs! Alright, let's get the bolt gun. Don't like the sound of that. Just a bad habit upon his vote with numbers like it's not very good with slogans all until taglines. Wasn't trying like in the balls and trying references. I don't know about TV in that. No. Okay.
Get away! Oh, thank the Eternal. I'm Huxley. Hux if you're lazy. I'm stuck. My friends and I were scavenging here, and a Manta Queen showed up. Then Raptidons. It was a void-blasted mess. I ran in here, and, now the door's locked. Little help? It's easier than it sounds, alright? Next time you get chased by Raptidons, you let me know the rationality of your decisions.
Alright.
Phew. Thanks, mister. My buddy had a key, but I ain't heard him in a while. He locked me in here and took off. Probably got munched. So look for a dead guy, I guess. Or a rat. Maybe it's in a rat belly. Gross. What do you mean? It's locked. Wait, upward? Oh, my eternal soul, it worked!
Ah, phew. Thank you so much. It was getting all stuck.
You didn't know how to open a door.
Lightheaded, and I think maybe I was gonna die. Now I'm out here, and I'm headed back to Amber Heights.
Still landing yourself in trouble, eh, Hux?
Oh, hi, Nyoka. You mind giving me an escort back home? Oh, you're traveling with someone. Never mind. Oh, sure, I'm a runner. I'm used to getting all dizzy and... Hey, who's your identical, slightly blurry friend? Thanks a lot, mister. Fresh sulfur. Good to be outside. Okay.
Somehow I gotta think that I'm gonna come with that.
Make him regret.
Didn't even get our hands dirty.
Here we go. How about that? That's just pissing him off.
Now I'm up.
To shreds, you say? Everyone all right?
Yeah, it's so fine, but I think the damage makes up for it. What do we got here? And we got that just for exploring. Ah, there we go. No, it's gonna get old walking so slow, so you might as well fix it now. Though, was it a waste of using scale point? Probably. Hope not. No, I can live it. Yeah. I'll take a chance, okay? Well, to the good people, the good and bad news.
Be careful with your new friends in Amber Heights. They're not the most reliable types. Anyway, what can I do for you? You weren't supposed to look. I asked you to delete it. I didn't mean for any harm to come to you. This has been my albatross. The great shame of my career. I give MSI everything. My work, my youth, my left kidney, and for years, I was a joke to them. One of the executives required a transplant.
He's lucky they didn't want a liver or a heart.
I thought volunteering to donate might improve my prospects. Apparently not. In charge of a scrap heap of a city, abandoned by the board and surviving only through the hypocrisy of our trading partners. I hadn't thought of it that way. But perhaps there's something to that. Thank you for that. Was there something else? Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less. But that's exactly what this is. The world isn't changed with guns and speeches, much as Graham and his followers would like to think, but rather with meticulous documentation. And the Bill of Liquidation/Transfer Form 52 is one of the most formidable pieces of data entry in all of Halcyon. One false stroke can invalidate the entire document.
It's true. One of the old execs gave herself a stroke trying to fill out the exemption section.
How charmingly quaint. But this is an electronic form. No ink need be wasted.
It's an expression, sir?
Well, it really shouldn't be. Electronic data is much easier to disseminate, but I digress. For our part, a Bill of Liquidation/Transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board. Sort of. Really, we're just going to blackmail them into offering us a seat at the table.
But really, whatever gets you excited about the idea. It's definitely a firm middle finger.
I can get behind that.
That's what I like to hear. I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch, illegally and in secret.
Really? Most of the time they do illegal stuff out in the open. Cheaper that way.
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board. You really think so?
Don't encourage him.
Yeah, but it's
I
fun.
admit, I've been
Plus,
hatching
they
this
pay
scheme for
more
quite
when you
some
do that.
time. I just needed someone capable to help me carry it out. If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps she could be convinced to tell you where they are. That's part of the problem. She has certain ambitions for Stellar Bay, and I fear my asking her would give her the leverage she's been looking for.
Don't get yourself worked up, sir. It's perfectly natural to have a healthy fear of her.
We really don't need to discuss this now, Celia. Once you, subtly work out where this corporate facility might be, bring back proof of its operation. Maybe some nice letterhead. Or someone working there. That would do it.
Empty a secret coupling base, kidnap the staff, sir.
A foolproof plan if I ever heard one. I'll leave the execution to you.
So, you want me to kill someone then? Alright. They're gonna cost a little more, but I will be willing to do so. I love playing with these sex guys. Playing with the eagles.
You look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts?
What's with you with?
Oh, good. Celia hasn't come by in a few days, so I haven't sold much. You look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh... Huh. I haven't seen her in a few days. but I've been meaning to ask her how that Raptidon acid is working out. I hope it's working okay, because no one else really seems interested in this stuff.
Ja, speaking of interesting.
Wait, I see what's going on. She put you up to this so she could get a discount, hmm? Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. She's a real fine lady. Always talks nice and slow, so I understand. But if I give her one, I won't hardly make a bit, on account of no one else having any use for Raptidon tongues. You sound pretty sure. And she is awful nice. Okay, I'll do it. Once her shift ends, we'll go someplace nice. Maybe to Chef Raymond's.
Have you talked to Sebastian yet? What did he say?
He said, sir.
Okay, but how did he say it? Did he sound excited? Or like he was just agreeing to it? Was he like, yay, a date with Celia. I've secretly been waiting for this. Or was it more, sure, I don't have anything else going on. Not to worry. If I never buy another Raptidon tongue, it'll be too soon. Ah, look at me going on. I'm sure you've got other things to do, and Mr. Nandi's giving me that back-to-work look. Anyhow, thank you.
Alright, we got that done. So, next thing we got some corporate extras. If I look quickly. Pick up some corporate secrets that we could borrow, if you know what I mean.
Look, I don't... Oh, sorry. For a second, I thought you were...
Gonna need some help with this. Yeah, I'm not the perfect guy who can help me with this. We don't need the police here. He's good with hacking, so maybe he might even odds for us. Up to get the pizza and hopefully he can convince, well, not convince, but more of a, you know, improve our chances of hacking. Anyway, I need to keep my weapons in a holster because I'm not planning on going around dunking people. Alright, go in the wells, see if we can hack it. If we can't, then we might need to do this another time. Damn it. Alright, how far are we hacking? Suckers. Feel cool, just let's see if I put my skills in the. Oh, so this was still the next thing? Acid in the bay? Okay. We will come back to this one later.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
I'm out to tell the bad news.
That he's got his load on and I'm stuck covering his shift? That's... wow. I sure feel like an ass now. Yeah, I wouldn't wish that on Catherine herself. Still, it's good to know what happened to him. And that I ought to start looking for a replacement. Something else on your mind? Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering. Damn right he will. Hopefully that'll be the last I see of him for a while. Take the poster then. And if I never hear another word about it, it'll be too soon. Unless you're here to tell me he's agreed to do his job again, I've got nothing to say. I don't have the bits for it, plain and simple. Besides, if I make an exception for him, I gotta do the same for everyone.
She's principled, in at least this area. I will begrudgingly give her that.
Thank you. I think. If Caleb wants to keep this job, he'd better get back to it. I'm about ready to hire Sublight contractors at this rate. Fine by me.
Okay, now let me start the mystery. If I don't get the skill points by then I see if I can say so or lie to her.
Oh, it does work. I bought some musk from Sebastian to cover up the salt piece.
Actually, you know what? I only bought the priestess here mostly because he's good at hacking. I mean, otherwise, not that he's bad, just I think it might be good to have someone who has experience on the plan, who knows most of the people of the colony. That I think might be more useful than just having a guy who's good at hacking and good with talking to people. Good skills is. I might need a hunter with this one. So, yeah, we're going in Snake Pocket solving this mystery. Right. Dead body found in an apartment building. Lacking his. Is this no cannibal on use? Let's find out. Oh. My legs. My phone is still up there. Oh. I'm sorry. I didn't know you got here. I'm not gonna ask. Yes, perhaps. Might get some suspects so make it clear who the victim was. Okay, yeah, get up. Then again, maybe she killed him. I mean, she can't be mean.
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest tossball games. So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial H Mammoths.
I'll probably still put my open.
Aren't they just? When I get to worrying about the marauders outside, the raptidons chewing at the walls, I just turn my transceiver up to drown it all out.
Most of the time it's static on account of the frequency being clogged up, but sometimes it's toss ball. So, what can I do for you?
I should have brought my friend here.
Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth. Right. So the thing with Isaac is he didn't know where to stop. He'd get stuck on something, and he just couldn't let it go. Sometimes he'd drink purpleberry punch by the liter. Other times he'd keep betting on a losing team. Started owing the wrong people money. I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over tossball games. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them. Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we're going back and forth here. Yeah, you know who we're bringing on? The guy who was a fan of tossball, who I need to start taking on a lot more listens. Though maybe I should tell him to not use the grenade on some middle of town. Another, I doubt the damage on it. The problem is, I just don't worry about the ways of the damage. I only got one kind to hate my guts away. I don't need another one. Alright, come on, Felix. I need some help on this one. Well, more of. Do you want to join us? We're gonna kick some ass. And I need you to bring out your best baseball bat or tossball. Bring out the best stick you got. We're gonna beat some ass. Okay, we're gonna beat we're gonna beat the shit out of people. Alright? Get the stick, be ready to kick some ass, okay? That's what I'm trying to say here. Just don't take the grenade nonsense. That one? Never fix. There we go, we got the toss ball. My legs! Alright, first, there's been reaction here. I want to see his reaction to it.
Here to catch a game? I'm afraid the transmission's still pretty bad.
You get to listen to games all day? Stellar Bay really is a paradise.
Oh my god, I just realized face looking at someone I
It's a
actually
whole lot
know.
better with company. Say, I don't think I've seen you before, and I'd remember that face.
I'll try not to be a stranger then. Name's Felix, by the way.
You should stop by more often. The games are always better when you've got someone to celebrate with.
Sounds like a good time. I wouldn't mind bringing a couple drinks and settling in for the pennant match.
Felix!
Look at me, getting carried away again. What can I do for you?
I see you two having
Graham's always filling the airwaves with his propaganda. Like it's done him any good. All it means is the tossball games get to us in fragments. Makes them real hard to watch.
Done, Felix. $95 versus... Yeah, I'm just gonna go with that.
You know, Nyoka, between you and me, we know all there is to know about Monarch.
What makes you say that?
Well, you got your life experience as a hunter, and I've memorized every episode of Terror on Monarch.
Oh, Terror on Monarch's a riot. It's all made up, though. You know that, right?
Yeah, right. I wonder. Next, you're gonna tell me Halsey and Helen weren't based on a real person.
I won't tell you that, no. You seem happier in your ignorance.
Tossball games?
I might need to win them.
You're not listening to a word, are you?
Look, my back aches and everything smells like fish. I just want to enjoy my...
Well, what we got here?
Who the fuck are you? This ain't your alley.
Nope.
Hey, what are you doing here? This is our secret alley.
Not anymore.
We're already pissed by those crates to market.
What?
Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof. And not that it's any of your business.
Libations on me, folks.
Oh, we'll have you talk to some. Oh, you killed him? Damn it. Yeah, I'm over. One-hand type weapon person. I noticed killing two type weapons just make it difficult.
Anyway, what can I do for you?
But
that's terrible. What happened?
I didn't care it. The killers are dead.
But that means we won't be able to log their testimonies. If there's one thing I've been hoping to re-establish in Stellar Bay, it's proper documentation for legal matters. Always a shame when tempers get the better of good sense. Still, your intervention in the matter is much appreciated. Please consider this payment for
I love how
services.
even though he probably would have said, hey, can you don't kill the people before we arrest them? We need some testimonies here. I mean, this is democracy. The public. We don't just go around killing people we don't like. But at the same time, he also said, yeah, but we still gotta pay you for your job. We appreciate it. Just stop doing it. But good work with it.
I hear you're into Graham's philosopher's hogwash, Felix.
Yeah, if by philosophist hogwash you mean the virtues of enlightened anarchy.
Organization separates us from the animals. You ever seen a wrapped leg plumbing? You see sprats running around building roads? Maybe the folks we have at the top ain't exactly leadership material. But if we tore the whole thing down, we'd be kings and queens of a wasteland.
Correction? Kings and queens of an awesome wasteland.
I'll take toilets over freedom any day of the week.
I do love figs. We need to start taking figs out a lot more often. Figs? I promise you next episode we're going to the asteroid. We're gonna hang out there. Gonna be me, you, and a robot. We don't hang out that much. We need to start doing this not more often. I'm your cat. And also, I love how every time I get in the ship takes off. We don't stay on the ground. No, we just fly out though. We don't take breaks. I mean, wait. Okay, that's not what I'm trying to say. I don't go on my ship hanging out while I'm no, we take off. I don't like being on a planet thing. Captain Scott Lane does not like spend his time on planets.
Not today, Sam. I am not in the mood for a deep clean. Oh, all right. Some culprit who shall not be named spilled Rizzo's lemon slap on my console. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? What part of the colony would you like to discuss? Ah, yes. As Dr. Wells is a wanted outlaw, he built his laboratory into an asteroid. Orbital destinations can be challenging to land on. His more so than most. The outlaw scientist known as Dr. Phineas V. Wells has taken a measure of precautions to make the lab undetectable to those hunting him. Even knowing the location, my systems resist my orders to go where I instruct them. There is a bounty on his head, one with a markedly high reward amount. Shall I engage the laser weapons system? A sensible choice, as we do not have any laser weapons.
Okay, then we need to get some more.
Of course. What part of the colony would you like? Where in Monarch? Ah, Monarch, the armpit of the Halcyon system. Her last functioning port town is Stellar Bay. Well, that is if you don't count Sublight's smuggler's port at Fallbrook. I believe it has something to do with the planet being an uninhabitable wilderness and a lawless land with no corporate presence. You may wish to survey the residents in Stellar Bay for additional data points. It's Sublight run for the purpose of shipping contraband, and before you ask, I don't know the coordinates, so I can't dock us there.
Well, now we know.
Of course. What part of the We're cleared to dock with the Groundbreaker if that's your desired destination. If we're going there, please be sure all docking forms have been filed in triplicate and fees have been paid. The Mardettes take their docking laws quite seriously.
Yeah, I know. We know that.
I can, yes. Let me add that to my list of 1,435,498 tasks I am simultaneously executing in order to run our ship. You are more than welcome, Captain. The Groundbreaker was Halcyon's original colony ship. It has since been repurposed as a service station in the Lagrange point of the system. Freighters often deliver or pick up goods from the Groundbreaker en route to other destinations. The city ship hosts an array of cargo bays, factories, housing sections, and more. Many of Halcyon's companies maintain office spaces with stationed representatives in what is considered a truly neutral territory within the system. I have filed the required docking forms in triplicate, and fees have been paid. Of course. What part of the colony? Where in Terra? Byzantium is reputed to be the cream of the crop of Halcyon's residents. We're sure to stick out like a sore thumb.
Well, this me.
Yes. Byzantium is the crown jewel of Halcyon. All the colony's opulence, elegance, and decadence is concentrated in this single city. To say its inhabitants are immensely and disproportionately well-to-do would be an understatement. Colloquially referred to as gold-bloods, most of Byzantium's dwellers will never step outside the city's walls. Conversely, for many Halcyon colonists, the city is a faraway dream. I am sorry to report, Captain. The Minister of Earth has fallen ill, again, and will have to postpone his goodwill tour of the colony. Yes. Noted, Captain. I shall endeavor to be more, as the humans say, chatty in the future. According to Colony News, he's suffering from an outbreak of cystipox and has been quarantined for public safety. The Minister is expected to make a full recovery and resume working closely with the Chairman of the Board soon.
Maybe
However,
the board done this.
I find it of note that in the past 52 cycles, the Minister has been reported ill 27 times, suffering from 10 different ailments. Of course. What part of... Where in Terra? Any crew traveling to Roseway will find themselves unofficially in officially uncharted space. Roseway has been removed from all Halcyon charts, and anything I could tell you, I can't tell you, because it's illegal. Here we go. Due to catastrophic financial losses, Redacted reportedly abandoned the town, shutting down 99.2% of all operations. However, there is an unsubstantiated rumor that Redacted, in actuality, continued to secretly develop Redacted products by experimenting on Redacted, imported from Redacted. How very revealing.
Yes.
Why else do humans do anything? I believe the decision was a result of money squabbles. I wish I could say more, but as I previously stated, it is against Colony Ordinance C59-002Y.
Alright, well, I gotta say this is a good... Hi, Sam. I gotta say this would be a spot to us in the stream, so... Anyway, thanks for coming, and don't worry, next episode we are gonna go to a different planet. Well, let's see if I